A Jamaican pastor sits thousands of miles away from home in a country he never expected to end up in. He says he's waiting, uncertain about his future, and one question continues to echo. Where are the Jamaican authorities? That question is now at the center of a growing debate after 64-year-old Pastor Junior Alves was deported from the United States to the southern African nation of Eswatini under the U.S. Third Country Deportation Program. But what has many Jamaicans talking is not just where he is, but whether Jamaica should now be doing more to assist one of its own citizens. According to reports, Pastor Junior Alves had been living in the United States for years. His family says he was allowed to remain there under protection granted through the Convention Against Torture in 2016 and was required to report regularly to U.S. immigration authorities. Earlier this year, however, he was taken into custody by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. After several months in detention, he was deported, not to Jamaica, but to Eswatini, a small nation in southern Africa. Eswatini has entered into an agreement with the United States to temporarily receive certain third country deportees whose return to their home countries is more complicated. Now, Pastor Alves says he is in detention, uncertain about what happens next. Perhaps the most emotional part of this story is that Pastor Alves says he does not wish to return to Jamaica. That statement has sparked many reactions. Some Jamaicans sympathize with his situation, saying no matter what someone has gone through, every Jamaican deserves to know their government is aware of their circumstances. Others believe that because this involves immigration decisions made by another country, there may be limits to what Jamaican officials can actually do. Regardless of where people stand, there is one reality few can ignore. Imagine finding yourself in a foreign country, thousands of miles from family, friends, and everything familiar, while waiting to learn what your future holds. It is a situation filled with uncertainty and one that naturally raises questions about legal rights, diplomatic support, and humanitarian responsibility. This case also highlights a much broader issue. Around the world, governments are increasingly using agreements that allow migrants or deportees to be transferred to third countries rather than directly back to their country of citizenship. Supporters argue these arguments help manage complex immigration cases. Critics argue they raise important human rights and due process concerns. For Jamaica, this case has opened a national conversation. What responsibility does a country have when one of its citizens find themselves in these circumstances overseas? Should diplomatic intervention always be expected? Or are there legal boundaries that governments simply cannot cross? These are questions many Jamaicans are now asking. As Pastor Junior Alves waits in Eswatini, the outcome of his case remains uncertain. Whether you agree or disagree with this situation, one thing is clear. This story is about more than one man. It is about citizenship, diplomacy, immigration, and what people expect from their government during times of crisis. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Should the Jamaican government become more involved in this case? Or are their hands tied by international law? Share your respectful opinions in the comments below. If you found this report informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another important story from Jamaica and around the world.